You guys know how I feel about Animal Crossing. I love it, but that doesn't mean it's not without its faults. I'm not blaming the game for how it is. I am, however, blaming Nintendo because they are the developer. Let's take a look at a game from Sunblink released last summer called Hello Kitty Island Adventure. It is an Apple Arcade exclusive, so you do need to be subscribed to Apple Arcade in some fashion in order to play it. I've been playing the game since it launched in late July, early August, whenever it was, and I've been having a lot of fun. I play it on both my Mac and my iPad. Because I have it enabled in iCloud, I'm able to transfer my save data between my devices and play on the go. It does require an internet connection to download your iCloud save and also to re-upload your iCloud save to the cloud when you are done playing. However, you can play in airplane mode or with Wi-Fi off if you need to. Your data will just be sent to the cloud the next time you connect to the internet. I have never ever in my life seen a development team that is more communicative than those who work at Sunblink. It is amazing. From the devs in their Discord server to whoever runs their social platforms and just in general the higher ups listening to the player base, it is a very fresh breath of air compared to Nintendo. This is my love letter to Sunblink and Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Nintendo, please take notes. The game started off pretty simple, where you are on a plane headed to a big amusement park type island. The plane has to be evacuated because Hello Kitty was cooking something in the oven and the oven exploded. You take balloons down as your form of parachute, and the balloons come into play anytime you are jumping and holding the B button to glide. It's really cute. There are a lot of things to do in the game though, and there is a following storyline throughout the whole entire thing. There are main quests, and there are smaller side quests that you can go on, as well as seasonal events that happen a couple of times a month. These events usually involve a sort of scavenger hunt where a seasonal material is scattered around the resort area, which is your main portion of the map where you spawn in every day, and you can trade these materials in for items at the event stand. Characters have different abilities throughout this game, as in the ones who are permanently on your island, such as Hello Kitty and her immediate circle of friends, and the more that you level up their friendship, the better their abilities become. For example, I am at max friendship with all of the main guys except for Wish Me Mel because she is newer, and for the life of me I cannot get her 3-heart gift out of the stupid crane game, so I've been giving her one that gives a decent amount of points. However, when I gift her things, I will usually bring Hello Kitty along with me as my companion because that gives me a 25% increase in friendship points when gifting. Hello Kitty's ability will also always give you an extra item when cooking from any sort of cooking station. There is a 100% chance of getting an extra item for every time that you cook, even if you're cooking multiple things. Yes, you can cook and craft multiple things. For example, if I cook 5 cakes in the oven, Hello Kitty's ability will always give me 5 extra cakes. Choco Cat, for example, has the chance to give you extra items when crafting. This is also applied to bulk crafting, although his chance is a little bit lower than Hello Kitty's, and it's not a 100% chance of a double every single time. If I craft 3 wood blocks, for example, his ability might only give me 1 or 2 back as an extra. And it varies every time, but that's okay because I'm happy to get extra materials. The crafting materials are used to make level 3 gifts for friends and to also build some furniture that you can place around your cabins. The only decorative place in this game are the interior of the cabins. The cabins are scattered all throughout the resort, and you can unlock them by using crates. But be sure to befriend My Melody very quickly and bring her with you when you unlock cabins because she gives you a discount. She does not, however, give you a discount when you upgrade the cabins. That's right, you can upgrade these cabins in a new update. You can have up to 6 apartment units. They do increase in cost the more you upgrade the unit. However, it makes a big difference in being able to have everybody living in one apartment building versus having them scattered around an area of the resort, especially since some of our visiting friends, who you can make residents after fulfilling their quests, do need to live in a specific part of the resort in order to be near their family. For example, Hello Kitty, My Melody, and Tuxedo Sam's families all need to live in the seaside resort area, but there's not enough cabins for all of them. So that's why they added this update where you can expand your cabins. I wish that this was a thing in New Horizons or any Animal Crossing game that might come in the future. Can you imagine having 2 or 3 villagers living together. I know you can make them roommates with Happy Home Paradise, but that's not the main game. That is a DLC side thing that you can do on the archipelago, and their roommate status does not affect anything happening on your main island. It would definitely add another layer to the game in order to have more villagers in your town. Sometimes 10 just isn't enough, especially when you have a lot of favorites out there. But in order to do that, I really hope that Nintendo spices up the personality and adds more dialogue so they're not all super repetitive and flanderized. I know there's a big discourse around games being released and then receiving consistent content updates in order to stay relevant and add features that probably should have been in the base game upon release. However, Hello Kitty Island Adventure really isn't one of those in my opinion. They did add bulk crafting and bulk cooking in an update after a lot of feedback from the community, but most of the updates have been related to seasonal events, which are pretty much the same sort of MO every month, or they have been adding to the main storyline with new characters such as Wish Me Mel and the Meadow area. A lot of people say Hello Kitty Island Adventure is what Animal Crossing could have been. I definitely agree with that statement. There are mini games. The multiplayer is a lot easier to do than New Horizons. It's not laggy. You don't have to wait 5 minutes for somebody to load into your island. However, there is only room for 1 multiplayer person at a time. You can only play with up to 1 other person online. You each have a randomly generated code, and if I were to invite somebody to my island, I would give them my randomly generated code for that one session. Think of it as a dodo code when you talk to Orville. The code goes away as soon as they land on your island, and when you kick them or if they decide to leave on their own volition, the next time you invite somebody, you get a new randomly generated code. This makes it a lot easier as you can form a queue of people who may want to come to your island to shop. There are also multiplayer goals that you can do with friends, or you can link up with somebody through the Discord or Reddit. There are a lot of goals to complete and there are a lot of levels. As you level up with your friend, you and your multiplayer friend each get different things that you can only do when you are playing together in online multiplayer, such as special reactions and special teleporting abilities. There are also friendship beads which you earn through doing multiplayer tasks with somebody as simple as taking a selfie just to unlock gifting with each other, and the friendship beads can be traded to Kerapi for a random past event item that changes every week. Everybody has a different event item that he is selling, which makes shopping and trading a lot more fun. While I love playing with more people online in Animal Crossing, the multiplayer experience is so dull. There is nothing to do. Captain's minigames are completely gone from New Leaf, RIP. And there's really nothing else to do other than wander around each other's islands and get coffee. I mean, you can do the typical things like diving, fishing, and bug catching, but you can do those at home too. The only thing that might be more fun is adding a timer to the experience and doing a little competition. Not to mention, the lag can be absolutely brutal. Even if 1 person visiting you out of 4 has bad internet, all 4 or 5 of you are going to suffer from it. Sunblink actually went through and updated the Hello Kitty Island Adventure multiplayer experience to make it more stable. I'm not exactly sure what they did, if they changed servers or what the internal thing was, but it works a lot better now and it's a lot less confusing. All I'm hoping is that Nintendo adds actual fun multiplayer elements in the next game, and if we're going to be cooking and crafting things, that they do bulk crafting to some capacity, even if it's times 5. Even if I can make 5 wooden stools, I'm okay with that versus just making the 1. Also, I would like the food to actually do something other than just being given to villagers with the chance of getting their photo if it's worth over 750 bells, or using it as decoration. In the next game, I'm hoping that they add a little bit of mechanics from previous farming sims that are out there, such as Stardew Valley, Story of Seasons, and even Hello Kitty, by giving each villager a special thing that they like. If I gifted Goldie an orange pie, and orange pie was her favorite thing, then I would get more friendship points with her. But if I gifted Blue Bear an orange pie, and pear tarts were her favorite thing, then I would get less friendship points with her. I would still get friendship points and still level up our invisible friendship that we can never see in Animal Crossing, but it would be less than giving Goldie an orange pie, which is her favorite. It would definitely add an interesting mechanic to the game, especially because villagers like every single thing that you give them unless it's trash. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!